Senior night here at Gateway High School. We have 3 exhibition matches. Penn Trafford is in town. Bob Workwist on Gator Productions.com. It's senior night, so we'll get 3 exhibition matches. We are scheduled for 12 regular bouts if the pre-match lineup holds true. 1 forfeit on either side. We'll get 3 exhibition matches. Before we get into main action, it is Eastern Section 9 action. Penn Trafford and Gateway in that section, along with Franklin Regional, Norwood, and Plum, as we wind through January and into tournament time in February. Gateway here in this exhibition match with a 3-0 lead, 3 12-minute periods. They've got the early lead. The scoreboard across the way normally showing the wrestlers. They didn't catch the 2 competitors in this exhibition match. Working to the edge. Penn Trafford trying to work the leg. 45 seconds, then they go out. So the reset with 46.2 seconds to go. Again, 3 exhibition matches and 12 regular matches are set for this one. 4-6 record for Gateway, a 4-8 record for Penn Trafford. Including some tournaments recently, the WCCA for Penn Trafford, the Allegheny County tournament for Gateway, which we'll get into. Still a 3-0 lead. Penn Trafford continuing to work the leg in exhibition match number 1. We're down to 10 seconds. Trying to take the takedown and cut the leg down as they work to the edge. Foot stays in, so that counts. It's a stalemate as we get through the first period. The coin flip gives Gateway choice. They will take bottom. There's the head coach, Ryan Sula. Penn Trafford on the other side, their head coach is Travis McKillop. So this is period number 2 with Penn Trafford on top. So they've got the offensive start in period number 2 and a 3-0 lead for Gateway in this exhibition match. Gateway coming in off the Allegheny County Championships, the 16th and 17th, where they finished in 19th place. One good individual showing in that. The WCCA tournament was 2 weekends ago on the 10th for Penn Trafford, so they're working the advantage here in this second period in this exhibition. They finished in 4th place, and then they had a section loss to Franklin Regional, and then they were in the ultimate duels at Brookville High School, where they went 2-2, losing to Reynolds and Chestnut Ridge, winning over Brookville and Sagertown up north. Gateway stands up. It's 3-1, so the Warriors did pick up a point as we had 2 seconds, 1 second, and we're through period number 2 in the first exhibition match, and now it's a choice for Penn Trafford.
Third period.
Coach you saw earlier was Coach McKillop, former great at Burrell, wrestled at UPJ. So they go standing up to start the third period. Just 1 minute in these exhibitions. 3-1, so Gateway, if they play it smart and defensive, could get away with an exhibition win here to start things. As they are hooked up. Shot at the leg for Penn Trafford, but good defense right now, at least temporarily for Gateway, as we have a half a minute to go. Trying to stay out of that pinning predicament, which is a nice job. A headstand to work. They'll turn it around into head scissors. We got 3 points awarded for a takedown there. So Penn Trafford late. They take the lead, so nice job in this final period. We get 12 seconds. Does Gateway get an escape? They get an escape point, so we're going to be tied at 4. So an exciting third period in this one. Just 2.1 seconds left, so shouldn't be any points here. And there's the horn.
High score.
So we get a quick quick overtime period. They start in the upright and then advantage Penn Trafford. It's there on the ride. On the back, you can hear fans and the coaches calling for a delay. Penn Trafford trying to work the advantage. Gateway trying to escape. Warriors stay on the ride. We're down to 33 seconds to go in the overtime period. It's 3 points awarded to Penn Trafford and a 7-4 victory in our first exhibition.
Bryce Klingensmith.
Bryce Klingensmith with the exhibition victory for
Another
Penn Trafford.
Tyrion Williams and Braden DeSantis.
So Braden DeSantis at 189 or 190 for Penn Trafford. There's some extra weight allowed during the holidays. Tyrion Williams is a sophomore for Gateway in exhibition match number 2. 1-4 record for Williams. Klingensmith is 2-8, or excuse me, DeSantis 1-7. His older brother Luke is a junior, one of the top wrestlers for Penn Trafford. 3-0 start in this one for Williams. And he is on top trying to roll DeSantis over into a pinning predicament, just like that. Good escape, though, but to turn the shoulders over for DeSantis. Williams does have a pinfall victory amongst his win. His only win came via pinfall. DeSantis, 1-7, does not have a pinfall victory. He's again on the bottom. So this is sophomore versus junior. Tyrion Williams, again, keeping the advantage. He's got a 5-0 lead now as they work towards the far edge. Stand up, trying to spin out of that is DeSantis. Good job to stay on the waist lock by Williams, and then stays on top of DeSantis. As we had 45 seconds to go in this first period. Second of 3 exhibition matches here tonight. Williams stays on top, gets back on top, trying to spin. DeSantis is able to stand up. Gets an escape point for that, makes it 5-1, and then he tries to shoot the double leg takedown. Stays 5-1. As throwing the hips back out of the way was Williams. DeSantis trying to work the advantage, staying on top of the head. Williams gets out of that. They'll reset with 15 seconds. Working the head, DeSantis trying to quickly go onto the back of Williams, but he can't do it. Going to pull him down via front face. 1 second, they go to the mat, and that does it. No points awarded, so it stays 5-1 Williams after the first period.
At the end of period 1, 5-1.
Gateway defers on the coin flip. DeSantis goes on the bottom, so the defensive position. 5-1 for Williams. Exhibition match number 2. Takes DeSantis down. Works that elbow. Now the waist lock. Staying on top. So 2 minutes and then 1 minute in the successive exhibition periods. 2 minutes full for all the periods in the regular matches. Good job. Williams almost trying to roll DeSantis over, trying to roll him back. See the referee counting. Get some extra points out of this, and now trying to work into a pin. DeSantis is fighting. Referee down on all fours. DeSantis, though, good job. Now he flips it over. And can he get a pin? He does. Gateway was in control. Williams was in control. And then Braden DeSantis turns it around and gets a pinfall victory for his second victory of the year and his first pinfall win.
Pin for Penn Trafford.
So that's exhibition match number 2. Nicely done by Braden DeSantis. There you see him there. Was behind and then turned it around.
Tayshawn Riley, Tristos Tomasino, 285 pounds.
Tristan Tomasino is a freshman at 215 for Penn Trafford. He's 9-13. And it is Tayshawn Riley's a junior, 0-2. He's the bigger of the two wrestlers. Tomasino 9-13 with 6 pinfalls. And Riley 0-2, the junior. Riley's on top. Gateway has a win in the first exhibition, and DeSantis a pin for Penn Trafford in the second exhibition match. This is match number 3 before we head in. Again, if the lineup we were handed stays true, there'll be 12 regulation bouts with 1 forfeit either way, so that's a even up as we work through the third of 3 exhibition matches with 1:15 to go. Tomasino getting some points, 3 of them, to take the lead in period number 1 over Riley. He stays on top, does Tristan Tomasino. Also on the football team at Penn Trafford is Tomasino. As we work our way to our 50 seconds to go in this final exhibition match. Riley trying to defend, working the elbow, gets up, gets an escape point. Does Tayshawn Riley, makes it 3-1 as they go upright now. Locking up, collar and elbow. Trying to shoot the leg, the single leg is Tomasino. 25 seconds to go, stays on that left leg of Riley, does Tomasino. Riley kind of defends on top. Tomasino trying to get his arms free, standing back up. No points awarded as we had 5 seconds to go in period number 1. Should get to the end of the first period. Oh, trying to take him down late. Couldn't roll him over. So a good attempt there at the end by Riley, but no points are awarded. It stays 3-1. Penn Trafford. Choice for the Warriors. They will defer.
Round 2 coming up.
And period number 2. It will be defensive on the bottom for Tayshawn Riley. Trailing 3-1 to Tristan Tomasino. And there we go. Final exhibition match. Tomasino with a 3-1 lead. It's got the advantage, but nothing really working out of this one. He's got attempt at the waist. It's up more towards the armpits with his right arm. Washington stands up. Careful there. Good job to spin to his belly as to not get into a pinning predicament. Tomasino staying on top. Comes up the half Nelson does Tristan Tomasino. Washington trying to clasp the hands together and not allow the rollover, the leverage into a pinning predicament. It's going to stay 3-1 as we had 5 seconds to go the second period. Riley trying to again get the hands, but I don't think any points are coming out of period number 2, and we do not. And for period 3, choice goes to Penn Trafford. Tristan Tomasino will take defense. He'll go on the bottom for the final minute.
Round 3.
So we saw a come from behind victory in the second exhibition match for Braden DeSantis. We need that for Tayshawn Riley here in Gateway as they both stand up. Riley gets him to the ground, but no points awarded. It'll stay 3-1, Tomasino. Both standing up. Riley, that waist lock trying to get Tomasino, but Tomasino goes on his belly. So you need to roll him over if you're Tayshawn Riley. Can't do it, trying to work the wrist to get the tilt. Down to 20 seconds. If it stays this way, it's going to be a decision for Tristan Tomasino. He gets to his feet with 14 seconds to go. From his knees, Riley trying to take down. Tomasino defends. Riley trying to work the right leg with 5 seconds. To the mat they go, but it's not going to be a pinning situation. And Tristan Tomasino will take the third exhibition match by a score of 3-1. So Penn Trafford takes 2 to 3 exhibition matches here this evening. Again, it was senior night, so we'll talk about the seniors.
Penn Trafford.
3 of them will be in the lineup. Tristan Tomasino, your victor in the third exhibition match. So that should shift us into the regulation matches here. Here's the lineups.
First, At 107 for Gateway, Jaden Morris. And at 107 for Penn Trafford, Jax Brensel. At 114, Everett Keene of Gateway, no entry for Penn Trafford. At 121, no entry for Gateway, Dylan Barrett for Penn Trafford. (127) Robert Morgan for Gateway. Luke DeSantis for Penn Trafford. 133 Pete Sullivan for Gateway. Jake Lang for Penn Trafford. 139 Braden Washington for Gateway. Jackson Jordan for the Warriors. 145 Envy Cook for the Gators. Evan Away for Penn Trafford. 152 Carl Jackson for Gateway, and also Joe Thompson. And 152 for Penn Trafford, Dylan Clayton. 160 Elijah Michelle and Logan Matrish. 172 for the Gators, TJ Mitchell and Damian Peters. And Sidney Hand for the Warriors. 189 Donovan DeLuca for the Gators. And Gino Pecora for Penn Trafford. At 215, Luca Zakelli for the Gators. And Cale Ott for the Warriors. And at 285, Drew Gabriel for the Gators. And Aiden Top for the Warriors. And the official for tonight's match, Nick King.
So we'll go by the lineup that we were given. You heard it from the PA. So there's a forfeit either way, so 6 points either way. So that kind of plays out even. So then we'll have 12 matches, and we'll go by. There were multiple wrestlers in each weight class or some of the weight classes that came out, but we'll go by the lineup that we were given here. As they'll have a little quick pre-match instructions and a coin flip to get things started here on senior night. We got a 4-6 record for Gateway, a 4-8 record for Penn Trafford. Penn Trafford, unless they've added to their schedule, they don't have anything set up on their schedule to the sectionals. Gateway does have a match, a quad meet, Yock Valley and Brownsville here on the 31st of January. So we'll go 107. We'll get us Jaden Morris for Gateway and Jax Brensel for Penn Trafford. Jaden Morris is a freshman. He's 6-7 with a pinfall victory. Jax Brensel, good record, 19-10. He's got 4 pinfalls, also a freshman. He was a runner-up at 107 in the WCCA, the Westmoreland County Coaches Association. He's got a quick advantage here in the first period, trying to work an early pin. He stays on top. He's got a 3-point advantage early in the first period. They go out of bounds, so we'll restart back in the center, but a 3-0 lead for Brensel. Brensel trying to take the leg down. They fall down towards the outer rim. Good job. 3 more points for Brensel. Good job by Morris to turn over. Now he gets on his back. Careful. It's 6-1. 1 point for Morris so far. 6-1 lead for Brensel. And back to his belly. So it stays 6-1 as we're near a minute to go in this first period. Now trying to get on top for the first time is Jaden Morris. Trying to get that tilt. Spinning over. Careful there. Shoulder is up, at least temporarily for Jaden Morris. Brensel trying to spin him over. Now trying to work the shoulders through. The right shoulder stays up right now, at least temporarily for Morris. 44 seconds. Now he's trying to trap that arm. Morris trying to spin completely over. Spins under and turns over. So he does a good job, but it's a 9-1 lead now for Jax Brentzel. Make it 13-1 as he gets big-time points there. He's in major decision territory right now. 24 seconds to go in this first period. It's been all Jax Brentzel at 107. Might get some more points here. And he gets a pin with 13 seconds left. Brentzel gets the pinfall. That's his 5th pinfall and his 20th win.
For Brentzel.
And that gives Gateway 6 points. Jax Brentzel gets the pinfall victory at 107. We started quick, stayed on top throughout that period. So they go to 114, Everett Keene. There he is right there. He'll get a forfeit victory. There was no entry for Penn Trafford at 114, so Everett Keene, the freshman, will get his 10th victory. He'll go to 10-7. Dylan Barrett, who's one of the top wrestlers, the senior at 121, he'll get a forfeit for Penn Trafford. Dylan Barrett, ranked number 2, was a runner-up in the WCCAs to Landon Seiden, the fantastic wrestler from Norwin. So Dylan Barrett goes to 18-5 with that forfeit, so that would make it 12-6.
Morgan against Luke DeSantis.
Penn Trafford. We go to 127, Luke DeSantis and Robert Morgan. Robert Morgan from Gateway. He's a sophomore at 7-10 with 5 pinfalls. Luke DeSantis is ranked number 4. He was a runner-up at 127 at the WCCAs. He's got 21 wins, 21-6 with 5 pinfalls. Luke DeSantis saw his brother Braden in an exhibition match. DeSantis slips out, or actually it was actually Morgan slipping away. And now working the right leg, trying to take down. Morgan is out, but both wrestlers have to completely out. A good spin and some points awarded. 3 for Penn Trafford. And Luke DeSantis trying to get an early pin. He's got Morgan trying to fight with the leg. DeSantis there right at the rim, on the outer edge. DeSantis trying to get over. They spin out of bounds, but 4 more points. And a 7-0 lead for Luke DeSantis. And DeSantis, the runner-up at 127 in the WCCAs a couple of weeks ago. He's on top right there. A point for Morgan as he stands up. That'll make it 7-1. It's a 12-6 lead through the first 3 matches with 2 forfeit victories and a pin for Brentzel for Penn Trafford. Luke DeSantis and Robert Morgan in the 127. Trying to work the wrist. Now trying to shoot the leg. Trying to double leg takedown. Gets him up, does DeSantis. 4 more points. That'll be 11-10. They give him 3 points, 10-1 for Luke DeSantis in his first period with 40 seconds left. Trying to tilt him. Morgan stays on his belly, defending. DeSantis trying to work the advantage. Trying to spin back around. Half a minute to go. You can see the referee, the king, in there. Good spin by Morgan to get out from underneath, at least temporarily, with 20 seconds. And 4 more points. A 14-1 lead for Luke DeSantis here late in the first period. We're down to 10 seconds. But all Luke DeSantis in this 127 bout. Morgan will stay away from a pin, and that'll do it. But a 14-1 lead. So a 13-point lead. 15 plus, we'll get a technical fall victory and 5 points.
Round 2.
14-1. So it'll be period number 2, and both will stand up in the neutral position. Stannis trying to work over, trying to take out the right leg, can't do it, so they stay standing in the second period towards that outer edge. DeSantis leading by 13 points. They both go out, so we'll get a restart. Again, DeSantis 21-6, ranked to number 4 at 127. He's one of the top wrestlers for the Warriors. He's the junior. Morgan is the sophomore. Morgan stays away. It's a little better. DeSantis had a quick lead in the first period. Now trying to get up and under, trying to work the right leg and get Morgan to the mat. Morgan trying to keep his bounce, actually working the left leg. DeSantis trying to take the right leg out. Morgan does get down. DeSantis working the advantage. Morgan trying to keep that shoulder up and trying to roll over, as you can see right there. Trying to move DeSantis' hands off, and that's a good spin and a turn. They shake hands a little. So Ruffus actually get a win. It's a major sky. I apologize. Didn't see the hands go up. 17-1. So a technical fall for Luke DeSantis.
For Penn Trafford.
And that'll give them 5 more points. So they got a pinfall from Brensel and a technical fall from Luke DeSantis. And that gives the Warriors a 17-6 lead. Should have had the 133. Pete Sullivan from Gateway, Jake Lang. Lang, the senior from Penn Trafford, is 17-13 with 8 pinfalls. Pete Sullivan, a freshman, 7-11 for Gateway. He's got 4 pinfalls. So we've had 2 forfeits, and the 2 matches that we've had have been wins for Penn Trafford by pinfall and tech fall. And they've got a 3-0 lead with Jake Lang here at 133. So to the bottom goes Sullivan. And that gives Jake Lang the advantage. Sullivan trying to pull Lang down. Lang does a good job to throw the hips back. We'll get some points. Got an escape point for Gateway, but 3 more points for Jake Lang. So a 6-1 lead for Lang here in the first period at 133. He's on top, got the advantage over Pete Sullivan. He's got the waist lock and now up under the chin. Sullivan staying on his belly, but Jake Lang trying to spin him and tilt him. There he goes. He gets him halfway over. Lang trying to then work the right shoulder over, but a good job to not let that happen by Sullivan, so he avoids the pinfall. It stays 6-1 with 40 seconds to go in this first period. Well, the advantage on the go-behind for Jake Lang. Takes Sullivan down, keeps the advantage. Can't get any leverage, though, either on the chin lock or the waist lock. Just has the hands on the arms, as you can see, staying on top. Maybe trying to work to the end of this first period. He'll get no points awarded, 10 seconds. Stays 6-1 Lang. Oh, trying a late pin attempt here. Not be enough time to get that done, though. As we get through the first period, it'll be a 6-1 lead for Jake Lang. The Warriors trying to go 3-0 in the matches we've had so far. So they'll go neutral for the second period. Sullivan in the gold and black, white and gray predominantly for the Warriors. And their singlet. Lang slaps the hand away from Sullivan. Gets on top of Sullivan. 3 more points. And a 9-1 lead for Jake Lang. Now, the escape point makes it 9-2. So 2 escape points for Pete Sullivan at 133. But he's back down. 3 more points and a 12-2 lead now for Jake Lang. We had a tech fall at 127. Lang is working towards that here at 133. Keeps the advantage. On top of Sullivan. Can't get him. He's on his belly, so he won't get a pin with a minute to go. And again, like college, you have to be completely out of the circle to go out of bounds. So even though Sullivan is out, and now Lang is partially out, don't get a stoppage. 40 seconds to go in the second period. A 12-2 lead for Jake Lang. Lang spinning and trying to turn Sullivan over. That's a great camera shot right there. So the right shoulder is down. Good job to spin quickly by Sullivan to not get into a pinning predicament. Foot is still in, so still in play with 14 seconds. Now they work back in towards the circle with 10 seconds. Jake Lang both standing up, trying to work the right leg as Lang with 3 seconds. Does take Sullivan to the mat, but no more points awarded. It stays 12-2. It'll be a choice for Penn Trafford, and they choose neutral. So they will start
Period 3.
standing in the third period in 1:33. Need 5 points for a tech fall to get 5 points for Lang. He's currently leading by 10, so that puts him in a major decision, which would be 4 points. Sullivan trying to get away. DeSantis goes down, tries to shoot. They go out. They'll go back to the middle. Just 20 seconds elapsed here in the third period. Lang with a 10-point lead. Tries to shoot under. Good job to throw the hips back by Sullivan. So no points awarded there as they stand back up. Looking towards the scorer's table across the way. Side up, low collar and elbow. Break apart. Sullivan tries to attack the leg. DeSantis does a good job now trying to spin him. DeSantis is up 15-2. DeSantis gets a pin. Or excuse me, Lang gets the pin. I apologize, not DeSantis. Jake Lang gets a pin. So they've got pins from Brentzel and Lang and a tech fall from Luke DeSantis and a 23-6 lead for Penn Trafford. That was the 133 bout. I've got one of the top wrestlers for Gateway coming out here, Braden Washington, the junior. He was the runner-up at 139 in the Allegheny County tournament. He's 15-2. That's the best record for Gateway. He's got 3 pinfalls. Jordan Jackson is a freshman, 7-18. He's got 4 pinfalls. So this could be an advantage here for Gateway with Braden Washington. The junior, points awarded. 5 quick points for Washington, and 1 escape point for Penn Trafford. So that's 3, excuse me. They put it up wrong. Should be 3-1, I believe. Scoreboard has it. No, they've got it right. Washington trying to work the legs. Again, good showing for Washington. The Allegheny County picks up Jackson Jordan, gets 3 more points for that, a 6-1 lead for Braden Washington. Washington and Andrew Gabriel, who's in the heavyweight category for Gateway. Drew Gabriel, one of their top, both of the top wrestlers for Gateway on the season. 6-1 lead, so +5 for Braden Washington, looking for Gateway's first victory. Each team has 2 forfeits and 2 pins and a tech fall for Penn Trafford so far in this one. It'll be advantage Washington. On the defense on the bottom goes Jordan, who gets an escape point as Washington didn't press inside of a minute to go in the first period. Trying to shoot the leg and spin him. And that's 3 points for a takedown and a 9-2 lead for Braden Washington. He's on top. And again, he's 15-2. Fantastic record for Washington. As he works a bit of a wrist lock. A point, he allows Jackson Jordan to stand up. Escape points, all 3 points for Jordan in this match so far in this 139 bout via the escape route. They go neutral standing up. Washington quickly working the right ankle. Careful here though. Jordan trying to work. Now Washington reverses that, gets 3 more points. Does Braden Washington. It's 12-3. Washington for the pin. And still, saved by the horn is Jackson Jordan. But 16-3. So big time advantage
period 2.
13 points, working towards a technical fall. Great first period for Braden Washington. They start neutral. A couple more points for Washington would get a tech fall. And 5 points in favor of Gateway. They'll be the first win in this fourth regulation bout. 2 forfeits. 3 points, there it is. So Braden Washington gets a tech fall. And 5 points.
Braden Washington.
Should make it 23-11, and that is the overall score. So Washington, the stellar season continuing at 16-2 now for the Gateway Gators. So they get their first victory. 7 bouts remaining in this one. We go to 145. NV Cook
Hawaii.
from Gateway, Evan Hawaii from Penn Trafford. Hawaii is a sophomore. He's looking for his first victory. He's 0-10. NV Cook is 10-8, so could be another advantage here at 145 for the Gators. Looking to get 2 wins in a row. Close the gap after they had trailed 23-6. Both standing up. Cook, the sophomore, with 10 wins. And Hawaii's also on the football team, looking for his first win. No points yet in this first period. Yep, there's 3 for NV Cook and a 3-0 lead for the Gators. And the sophomore Cook keeps the advantage. Top of Hawaii. Good work on the camera right there. He's got that arm pin, and he spins him, and he tilts him. Hawaii goes all the way over, but trying to stay off that shoulders. Shoulders are down. Do we get a pin? It's close. Hawaii's still fighting. He's got a little bit trying to spin his hips out, but his left shoulder staying off the mat, as you can see. Now he spins back. The right shoulder's off. Great job by Cook. Trying to work the pinfall late here in the first period. Actually, late, 45 seconds to go. Hawaii fighting. Get out of it. That's a pinfall victory for NV Cook. 2 wins in a row for Gateway. NV Cook goes to 11-8. I believe that might be his first pinfall victory. It gives 6 points to Gateway, and all of a sudden they're back within 6 at 23-17.
And Dylan Clayton.
Dylan Clayton, Carl Jackson, a pair of seniors at 152. Dylan Clayton made the semifinals in the WCCAs, so they're both standing up. He's 18-5, the senior, with 10 pinfalls. Carl Jackson, the senior, for Gateway, 5-7 with 2 pinfalls. 3rd year for Jackson, wrestling. He's also on the boys lacrosse team. He's a Mai Tai participant, wants to pursue that once he graduates. So they go out of bounds. No points yet awarded at 152. 5 bouts remaining after this one. Clayton, the senior, Jackson, the senior. He's in the black and gold, the predominantly gray and white for the Warriors. This one has been pretty even. 18 wins for Clayton. And 5 wins for Carl Jackson. A little advantage there, and 3 points and a lead for Dylan Clayton. Clayton has the left arm of Carl Jackson pinned behind him. 40 seconds, dude. Jackson trying to fight out of it. Couldn't quite stand up. Hooking the arm, the underhook. Clayton trying to get the tilt. Jackson stays on his belly. It's 3-0 lead for Clayton as we have 23 seconds to go. Now trying to get Carl Jackson turned over is Dylan Clayton. Clayton does. And Clayton gets the pinfall victory. So after 2 wins in a row for
Dylan
Gateway,
Clayton.
Penn Trafford comes back with the pin. They've got 3 pinfalls and a tech fall. And Gateway has a tech fall and a pinfall. and 2 forfeits, 29-17. We get a 160. It's been Elijah, or it's Joe Thompson.
160.
Joe Thompson and Logan Mastrich. So Joe Thompson is sophomore at 4-14 for Gateway. He's got a pinfall victory. Dylan Mastrich, or Logan Mastrich, second on Penn Trafford with 25 wins, 25-8. He's ranked 4th or 5th, depending on the Trib or the PG rankings. He was a runner-up. Logan Mastrich at the Westmoreland County tournament. He's got 8 pinfalls. He's also committed to play baseball, Logan Mastrich at Seton Hill. So a good baseball player. 4 matches left after this one. This is the 160. 3 points from Matrich and a 3-0 lead in period number 1. 4 wins for the Warriors, 2 for the Gators, and 2 forfeits, 1 either way. So a 29-17 lead for Penn Trafford. 1 point on escape for Joe Thompson. So a 3-1 lead for Matrich. He tries to shoot the leg. Good job to throw the hips back by Thompson. Matrich out. Good quick. Goes to the waist lock. 3 more points and a 6-1 lead for Matrich. He's got the advantage here on Joe Thompson with 23 seconds to go this first period at 160. Matrich keeps the advantage with 10 seconds. We might get to the end of this first period. Thompson got careful there, and he could spin out of that, so there's going to be no pin, and that's going to do it for the first period. But a 6-1 lead for Logan Matrich. We go to the second period. It'll be Gateway on top, defense on the bottom for Matrich in the second period. 6-1 lead for Penn Trafford. False start maybe there. And again, be careful there if you're Joe Thompson. You don't want to get any points levied against you or disqualification. Matrich gets an escape point. He leads 7-1 as they both stand up now. The collar, Thompson ducking away, collar and elbow again. Matrich tries to shoot the legs. Thompson defends. Matrich trying to spin underneath and up and under. Does a good job then to end up with the right leg trying to get Thompson to the mat. He does. 3 more points and a 10-1 lead for Logan Matrich. Trying to hook that leg with the crotch and turn. 3 pinfall victories and a tech fall for Penn Trafford. Careful here. We're counting maybe more points for Matrich. Again, he's got 25 wins. Sidney Hand, who is at 172 up next, he's got the lead for the team, 26 wins for Penn Trafford. This would tie Matrich with Hand. He's working for a pin, he gets it. Another pinfall. They're 4th. And 6 more points for Penn Trafford at 160. Matrich will make it 35-17.
172.
So we got a 172.
Damian Peters
We get Damian Peters
for the Gators and Sidney
for
Hand.
Gateway, Sidney Hand. This is 4 matches left, including this 172. About Hand was a semifinalist at the WCCA's mentioned. 26 wins, 26-7 for the junior, 15 pinfalls. We get Damian Peters, the sophomore, also on the football team for Gateway. He's 0-4, so Peters looking for his first win of the season. 3 points quickly, 20 seconds in for Sidney Hand as they go out of bounds. So Hand, Matrich ties him with 26 wins, and Hand trying to get win number 27 to retake the lead. There you see Peters taking the bottom, gets an escape point, makes it 3-1 as they stand up. Peters trying to get underneath. Hand takes the wrist and now takes the right leg, and we get a whistle on a restart. A little dangerous situation there. So the restart at 3-1 for Sydney Hand at 172. 3 more points for Hand, so a 6-1 lead. He stays on top of Damian Peters. Let's see the underhook on the wrists. They try to get the tilt. 4 of the 5 victories for Penn Trafford have been via the pinfall. And a 35-17 lead. 2 forfeits. A tech fall either way and a pinfall for Envy Cook for Gateway. So the Gators have their 17 points. Hand is in charge and a pin. And another win via pinfall. Sydney Hand, win number 27. 6 more points. Sydney Hand gets his 16th pinfall. He's got 27 wins, 16 via the pin. And makes it 41-17
from the Gators and
for Penn Trafford. Donovan DeLuco, the senior, at 189 for Gateway. DeLuco, also on the football team, is 14-5. He's got 9 pinfall victories. Gino Pecora, also on the football team at Penn Trafford. He's a sophomore. And Pecora's got a 10-15 record with 4 pinfalls on the season. 189, 2 bouts left after this one. 41-17, so work to do. You probably are not coming from behind. Technically, you cannot if you're Gateway, as Penn Trafford has built up a 24-point lead here with just 2 bouts remaining after this one. They go out of bounds, no points yet awarded in this first period at 189. DeLuco is also on the baseball team at Gateway. Made the WPIALs as a sophomore, and he's going to head to the military once he graduates, the senior. So good for you, Donovan, and best of luck. And thank you for heading to the service. Fixes the headgear, does DeLuco. As they both stay standing with a minute to go. Pecora for the Warriors. They go out, back to the middle. And again, fixing the headgear is DeLuco. No advantage yet either way. DeLuco trying to work it late. That's a good job. 3 points for a takedown. Potential pin. It is! Well done for the senior, Donovan DeLuco. Gets 6 points and a pinfall. Second of 3 victories by pinfall for Gateway. Makes it 41-23. And for DeLuco, 15-5 now. And 10 victories of his 15 via the pinfall. You see him having a chat with Ryan Sula. Luka Zekli and Kale Ott at 215. Next to last match in this one. Kale Ott, number 5, ranked. Came back from injury, so this is just 9-2 on the season. 7 of those victories by pinfall. Zekli on the other side, the sophomore, also a football player at Gateway. 7-9 for Luka Zekli. They go out of bounds. 5 of those 7 victories for Zekli are via pinfall. No points yet awarded. Points awarded 3 on a takedown for Kale Ott. Ott again coming back from injury to help Penn Trafford. Missed most of the first half of the season with that injury. Has the advantage in the 3-0 lead. It's a 41-23 lead team-wise for Penn Trafford. They've got 4 pinfalls, 5 of them actually, and a tech fall. 2 pinfalls and a tech fall for Gateway, and a forfeit either way. And a pinfall for Kale Ott. And 6 more points for Penn Trafford. So Ott gets win number 10 and his 8th pinfall victory. Makes it 47-23 Penn Trafford. We're down to the heavyweights. Not sure if there'll be any exhibition matches. We had 3 to start. Last match of the evening. Drew Gabriel for Gateway, Aiden Toth. Toth on the football team at Penn Trafford. He's 7-15, the senior, with 3 pinfall victories. Gabriel, the sophomore, is ranked 5th, according to the Trib. The sophomore for Gateway, 13-5 with 8 pinfall victories. The final match, 47-23, so Penn Trafford is going to get their 5th victory. They will improve to 5-8. Gateway will fall to 4-7. Would just like to go out of a win if you're Drew Gabriel. Continue, hold on, number 5. He gets an advantage as he gets points. He does. 3 for a takedown right down in front of us. And they spin right into the camera and right out of bounds in the heavyweight. Certainly tell these two are the heavyweight. So Toth goes on defense on the bottom on the restart. A minute and 45 gone in this. Excuse me, just 45 seconds gone, not a minute 45. Advantage for Drew Gabriel as he stays on top, but he's got a 3-0 lead. Gabriel looking for his 14th victory. DeLuco picked up his 15th. Washington picked up his 16th. Those are the top 3 in that category for Gateway in the season. Washington and DeLuco. Technical fall for Washington, a pin for DeLuco. Staying on top right now is Drew Gabriel. Trying to spin Toth over. Toth close to a pinning predicament. Trying to hook that left arm. Toth fights. Now Toth still trying to fight out of it. Can Gabriel end senior night with a pin? Drew Gabriel gets the pin. The sophomore continues his impressive season. And goes out with a victory. So not too bad of a performance, even though a loss for Gateway. Brentzel for Penn Trafford, a pinfall at 107. Everett Keene, a forfeit for Gateway at 114. Dylan Barrett, a forfeit for Gateway at 121. DeSantis, a tech fall at 127 for Penn Trafford. And Jake Lang, a pinfall at 133. Braden Washington, a technical fall for Gateway at 139. Envy Cook, a pin at 145. At 160, it was Clayton, or 152, excuse me, Dylan Clayton, pinfall for Penn Trafford. Logan Matrish, a pinfall at 160. Sidney Hand, a pinfall for Penn Trafford. Those were all wins for Penn Trafford. DeLuca at 189, a pin. So he's continued his good season. DeLuca, the senior, at 189. Cale Ott, a pinfall at 215 for Penn Trafford. Drew Gabriel in the match you just saw. The heavyweight match, a pinfall victory for Gateway, and a 47-29 victory for Penn Trafford here on senior night. And again, the Warriors do not have anything on their schedule unless they've added to it until the sectionals, but you could add in some tournaments or some duels. It's a duel for Gateway next up on the 31st, Saturday. A quad meet. Yock Valley and Brownsville will be here at Gateway. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Senior night coverage. Hopefully you tuned in before the match for that ceremony at GatewayGatorProductions.com. Thank you to Lee Schaefer Jr., Lee Schaefer, Vince Russo, Bree Gusky, the great team at GatewayGatorProductions.com. I'm Bob Workwitz. Thanks for watching. All of Gateway Sports Pacific tonight. Gateway Gator Wrestling right here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Thanks, everyone, and have a great evening.